Hey, this is Brent from My 50 and welcome to My 50 Favorites. It's a new little series that we thought we'd put together, Tommy and I, just to go through some of the tools that make working on these little bikes a hell of a lot easier. So come and join us and let's show you what cheap and effective tools will make your life much easier in the garage. So guys, when working in your garage, like I know I've learned a lot about damaging things by not having the right tool. So we thought we'd make this episode to show you guys how some of the real cheap tools, well not inexpensive tools, can save you from damaging your bike. So first of all, from a cover, I'm sure some of you guys have seen this before where the screws are completely damaged. And this is caused when they are over tightened and you can't get them out. Now it's fine, for example, like this one, when you put a bit of pressure and you get it out and it goes. But when you can't get it out, a lot of times like this one, if you don't have the right size screwdriver, it starts to strip the screw, which is this example over here. Worst case scenario, you'll have to drill it out or the screw will break or whatever, and that just causes more and more hassles and possibly some internal damage. So a real valuable tool that I found, an invaluable tool should I say, is this tool here. It's called an impact driver. And what this tool does is you have different bits. So you can have the Phillips bit, the star bit, or Phillips, whatever you call it, and the flat screws. It fits in there. And what this tool does is when you hit it from the back, it keeps the force on the screw, and at the same time it turns the screw at the same time. So you're not getting that strip action. By doing that, you hit it, causes the force and the turn at the same time, allowing it not to strip. So let me demonstrate that for you. So this screw over here, which we couldn't get out, was giving us a bit of hassle. Once that tolerance, and you feel the tolerance is too much, that's when I bring in this instead of stripping the screw. It's a very important also, this impact wrench can be used for tightening to get a better torque, and obviously for loosening, which is what we're going to use it for today. So that's in the wrong direction. We put it on the right direction so that when we hit it, it turns it in an anti-clockwise direction. Now you don't want to smash it through, you just need to lightly tap it so that you get a bit of a bang and the screw will turn at the same time. So here we go. And now, there you go. Screws off nice and easily without any hassle. So this tool here, as I said, it's called an impact driver. Comes with a screwdriver, different bits that you can use, from Allen key bits to star to straight, whatever. This tool has saved me from stripping a lot of bolts or a lot of screws and nuts many times. Highly recommend you with this one. So another one of my tools, now that we've got the cover off here, is this little impact driver here. Dewalt make a really cool one. I really enjoy these, this brand of tools. This is a much smaller impact driver, which works well on the small bikes. You get them in different sizes. The automotive ones are a lot bigger, and possibly a bit of overkill for if you're just a hobbyist. But if you're like me and enjoy working in your garage a lot, I thought this was an overkill tool, but the amount of time it saves me is just incredible. So realistically, it's on and screws on and off. It has different speed settings, and you can also set it to different torques. So for example, I'll demonstrate here. You'll hear the sound, listen to the sound where I've set the torque setting to where it should be tightened. It makes that sound, which tells you it's at the right tightening speed. So really a cool tool for if you want to speed up your work and if you just want to have some better timing. So let's take this one off. I'll demonstrate here how quick and easy this is. Boom, straight off. So much time saved with this little tool. Just to demonstrate, in addition to speed, what the impact wrench does is that because it has a quick movement, it allows you to get away with some of the handling of bolts and getting them off. So this one, for example, the nut has to be turned off anti-clockwise, but the flywheel will turn at the same time. So if it's tight, in order for me to get this off, you can see it's very difficult because I've got to turn in the same direction. And if you don't hold the flywheel, or if there's nothing to hold the flywheel with, it's a very difficult task to get this off. So, just with the impact wrench, because of the motion is so quick, it quickly unlocks the bolt before the flywheel can even turn. So watch this. Great little tool. If you want to splurge out a little bit, they do come at a bit of a price, but the amount of time it's saved me and effort in breaking other things, one of my favorite tools. We've already gone through the impact driver, the other impact driver, and working on this side of the motor, I can show you my one last favorite tool to speed up time, is because now that we've taken off the cover, taken off the lock nut, we still have to get the flywheel off. Now, a lot of people get to this stage and don't understand why it can't come off, but obviously there's magnets behind here that are holding it on and the torque that's held it on before. So how does this come off? There is a theory that you can knock it off, and yes you can, but that's dangerous because obviously it can break it. So third favorite tool for today is this little guy here. It's called a puller, and what this does is it has a reverse thread over here which simply screws into the flywheel like this, and then once you've screwed it in, you'll screw the back end here, which has a piece in the middle that comes out, that pushes in and pulls the flywheel out. So I'll demonstrate that for you quickly. Taking the reverse thread, we screw it in here until it's tight, and then tighten this part over here, which will then pull the flywheel out. Luckily, we can still use our second favorite tool, the impact wrench. And off it comes, real easy. So that's working on the ignition side of these Honda engines. Those are just three of the tools that make life a lot easier for me. And to be fair, besides the impact driver, which may be probably about $300 New Zealand, I don't know what that is US dollars, but around $300 New Zealand. The puller, that is probably only about $20, and this little impact driver maybe $60. So for that amount of money and the amount of work and time and effort it saves you, really amazing. What are your favorite tools? Let us know in the comments below, and we'd love to hear how life can be easier in your garage.